Thobela, Dumelang, Abusheni, Molweni, Sanbonani, Nda. Welcome, Kukandet met yo. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Benjamin G. Lezile. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the Legacy Network. Remember to press that subscription bell, notification bell. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share with friends and loved ones. As Bong. As you can see by the title of the video, we are going to be talking about moral of the story, right? I shared this idea or concept with a couple of my friends and my brother, and they were like, wow, this is actually a good initiative. So I was like, you know what? Let's go on right ahead and shoot it. So the other day, as I was taking a walk, in my neighborhood, I saw a father take his 3 sons, and obviously, in my language, they said it's Ebadinas Krumelo. So I kind of eavesdropped, and I was hearing the conversation, and the father said to his 3 sons that, I'm going to take you to see an avocado tree, right? And the 3 sons were like, okay, no problem. And then he said, but I'm not going to take you all at the same time. I'm going to take you to see this tree in different seasons. And he was like, Kilinyaka 1 by 1, right? And then the 3 sons were confused, but they were like, okay, no problem. So winter came this year. And when winter came, he took the first son, and he said to the first son, let's go to see the tree. And as they got to the tree, the father asks the first son, what do you see? And the first son was like, well, the tree, it's not so beautiful. It's winter, so it's dry. It's boring. There are no leaves. It's an ugly tree, right? And then they come back, and then in another season, in autumn, he takes the second son to go see the tree. And he asks the son, what do you see? And the second son says, well, I'm seeing a tree that's not ugly, but it's not beautiful as well. The leaves are not as ready as they should be, but they're coming. It's not ugly, it's just okay. It's just an okay tree. And then summer comes, or spring comes, and he takes the third son. And as he takes the third son to see the tree, he says to the third son, what do you see? And the third son says, wow, Dad, this is a beautiful tree. The avocado is out. The leaves are out. It's colorful. It's shining. It's a beautiful tree. And then they go back home. And then on that very same day, the father brings the sons back, his children back, and he asks them, how did the tree look? And they are all together now. And the first son says it was an ugly tree. Nothing was out. The leaves are not out. I don't know why you called it an avocado tree. There were no avocados. It's an ugly tree. And then the second son says, no, it was not an ugly tree. It had potential. It was not ugly, but at the same time, it was not beautiful. It was not colorful. And yes, indeed, the avocados are not out. So, Dad, I'm also confused. Why are you calling it an avocado tree? And the third son comes and he says, both of you are lying. The tree is beautiful. The avocados were out, the leaves were out. It was a colorful tree. Everything was just beautiful. It's a beautiful tree. And the father was like, all of you are right. The only difference is that each and every one of you experienced this tree in different seasons. I hope you don't know the story. Otherwise, it's messed up for you, right? So the moral of the story here is that these 3 sons experienced the same tree in 3 different seasons. It's the same with human beings. Do not judge somebody by the season they are in. You might meet somebody in their winter season. That does not make them that person. You might meet them in a season where it's cold for them. And it's an ugly season. They're going through a phase or a time in their life, a period in their lives whereby someone just lost a loved one. So they're not as colorful as you expect them to be. Someone just lost their job. They're not as colorful as you'd want them to be. Somebody had just lost a very important relationship or friendship to them. They are not as colorful as you expect them to be. Some people, you might have experienced them in their autumn season where they have potential. They might not be, as attractive as they should be. But they are not as ugly, as unattractive as they should be. They're just in the middle. It's their autumn season. Don't judge them by that season. And then you might meet other people who are in their spring season, whereby they are colorful. They just got a job. They just got married. They just got into a new relationship. They just got, into a new friendship. Things are just going well for them. They got new subscribers. If you want me to go through my spring season, please press that subscribe button. But the moral of the story is, don't judge somebody by the season that they are in. Do not judge somebody by this period of their lives. You might have experienced this person in a season where they were not good. They were going through some tough times. Don't jump into conclusions and say this person is this type of person, just because they're not in a season where they should be producing their fruit. I once saw a tweet that said, why when people are doing bad things, only then are we saying that they showed us their true colors? Only when people are doing bad, when they're in their winter season and they're not good and they're confused and they're in pain and they're heartbroken, so they're making bad decisions because of these heartbreaks. They do not know how to deal with these things. Only then, when these people make mistakes and bad decisions, do we say they are showing their true colors. Why not when they are doing good things? You met this person, and this person was in their winter season, and they were not doing good. But then as the seasons changed, and their spring season came, now they started doing good. Now they are a new person, and now they started making better decisions about their lives. Why don't you say then that they are now showing their true colors? We have a problem. We have a problem, whether in church, out of church, as a people. As humankind, we have a problem of just being addicted or being, I'll use that word for lack of a better word. We are addicted to negativity. That we will rather believe that someone is bad than to actually see the good in them. You understand? And that is why we are living in a negative society, because we don't want to see the good in people. Even if this person is in a season where they're making bad decisions, we are judging them by their winter and we are saying this person is a bad person. No, that person is just going through a winter season. So I'm saying to you today, if you want your relationships to work, if you want your friendships to work, if you want anything to work, be positive towards people. Decide I'm going to see the good in people and I'm not going to believe this winter season. And vice versa. Somebody might be in their spring season. Don't judge them. It's so easy to be happy when you have money in your pocket. It's so easy to be a good partner when you just got a job. It's so easy to be a good partner when you just got into a relationship. It's so easy to be a good friend when everything's going well. But don't judge that person by that season, because there might be a good person just because everything around them is going well. The day storms come, you that this person is not what I thought they were. They're actually a winter person. I'm just saying, let us be patient with one another. The Bible says love is kind, love is patient. Love is patient. And if ever we are going to be building families that are functional, families that will live in God's will, we are going to have to be patient with each other. We have to understand that people never stay in the same season. This is why, relationships don't work. It's because you met somebody in their spring season, their summer season, everything was going well. Let me tell you something, seasons are going to change for that person. You got that person while they had a job. You got this friend while they had a job. Now they lost the job. They are not going to be the same people in that season. So the Bible says, in all thy getting, get an understanding. And I'm pleading with us young people. I'm pleading with us to be patient with one another. To build friendships and relationships that will last, but they can never last if we are judging people by the seasons that they're in. You gotta be able to be patient with somebody and say, I understand you are going through a winter season. When their autumn season comes, you say, I understand you're in your autumn season. And when their spring, summer season comes, you say, I understand you're in your summer season. That's the only way we are going to be building good, solid societies, good, solid communities. And I believe we can do that. Well, that is moral of the story with your boy, Benjamin Chi Ditsele. #No Villaping. I know we are in November and the year is almost over. And Utsuriki NDF Fatuku, NDF fatigue. Listen, do not give up. Keep going. No Villaping. Wake up. Keep pushing. And let us finish strong. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share with friends and loved ones. As born.